demonstrate the advantage of sitting with a good posture. Well, what is a good posture? There are several things that will define it. First of all, the guitar wants to be held in such a way that it's not going to move. And we want to achieve that without support from either hand, because both hands have got to be free to play. We also need to be sitting in such a way that the arms, the shoulders, the back, everything is nice and relaxed. We're not contorting the body, twisting the body in any way to accommodate the guitar. We're just sitting in a nice, relaxed, upright but alert position. We also need to be sitting in such a way that the left hand is able to function at its best. That is with a straight wrist. The fingers simply don't work very well if the wrist is bent. We need plenty of room for the left hand arm to move as we go up and down the fretboard. We also need plenty of room and plenty of freedom of movement for the right hand arm. Now, it just so happens that sitting in this way does optimise all of those factors. You can either use an apoyo like this, which I think is the best solution, which attaches to the guitar, or you can do the more usual thing, use footrest, which goes on the floor. The left foot rests on the footrest. This raises your left leg up to come into the waist of the guitar here and supports the guitar with a similar tilt. You may well have seen this posture adopted. And what's wrong with it, you might ask? Well, it's a kind of lazy way of sitting. I'm using the guitar to hold me up, really. It's okay up to a point. We've got a fairly straight wrist. This is good, and it's okay for playing down here. But as soon as I move up the fretboard, I really haven't got much room for the left-hand arm to move, and I'm already, halfway up the fretboard. I'm already pressed right in against the side of my body, so not so good there. Also, the right-hand arm. There's not a lot of room for movement in the right hand either, and there's a lot of potential for tension in the shoulder here, which we just don't want. We don't want any tension. It's a lazy way of sitting, but it does involve tension, or it can do. But a worse position to sit would be over the other leg, something like this, with the neck very low here. This will give me a very bent wrist, which we don't want. We never want the bent wrist. We always want to sit in such a way that the wrist is straight. Now, if we're holding the guitar with too much of a tilt like this, we get a bent wrist. If we're holding the guitar in what seems to be a good posture, but too far over to the left, also get a bent wrist here. So you want to keep this right under your chin, more or less, is a good guide. And the wrist is going to be fairly straight. Let me just put my apoyo back on. We also need to consider where the guitar is going to rest on the leg. We want both arms to be sort of equally curved. Let me get this right, don't think of that. Okay, can't remember which way I hold the guitar. Okay, so they're sort of more or less equally curved. Kind of mirror images, almost like a mirror image would be like that, wouldn't it? But mirror image with this one drop down. So if we got the guitar too much back on the leg here, that's going to make this kind of twist in the body. Now, as soon as we have a twist in the body, we've got tension here, tension in the shoulder. Again, we don't want tension. If I just let go of that tension, everything springs back to this central position. So it's as if we're holding a nice, big, soft, cylindrical cushion, if you like. And if you can get this right, it just makes playing so much easier. The guitar's hard enough to play as it is, and if you can get, if you can sit in a way which is going to make it easier to play, you're going to enjoy it more.